Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I have the finale overview of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And oh my god, this was an amazing episode. Woo-hoo-hoo! The show's really ended on a bang. So, what happened in today's episode? The answer is a lot. And the episode is really one massive scene, really, because it was all focusing on that battle that was inevitable at the GRC building in New York. So, how it starts is, we see Bucky on the ground, ready to help out Sam, who is just flying in, because it's Sam, he can fly, duh. So he's ready to help everything out on the ground, so if any of the flag smashers try to escape, he's there to stop them from doing that. Or if any ground control needs doing, like keeping the citizens calm around the area, even though they probably shouldn't be, but they're probably in the process of evacuating. So at which point we see Sharon show up, believe it or not. She just is in a disguise and freaks the hell out of Bucky for a moment and says, "Yo, it's me. Calm down. Breathe." So she's in the episode for quite a lot, which is really cool to see. But then we jump back to Sam's point of view. And then, well, we see Sam bust through one of the windows in the GRC building. And he's not wearing the Falcon suit. He's wearing the new Captain America suit. The one that was teased in the last episode. We now get to see it, and oh my god, it looks amazing. They literally took the suit from the comics for Sam, and they put it on Anthony Mackie. They didn't change anything at all. Which, yes. Just yes to all of it. It looked amazing. He's an absolute pro at using the shield now too, which is amazing to see. Like, I know he cracked it quite well at the end of last episode, but he wasn't flying when he was practicing with the shield, so that was another challenge, but he has mastered it in the air and on the ground, so good work, Sam. He was also fighting Batroc, who showed up at the end of last episode, because the Power Broker freed him from prison. And of course, he fought him for a while, because Batroc seems to have a bit of a vendetta against Sam. And he kind of got his butt kicked by Sam again, so that was him dealt with pretty quick. And then for most of the episode, it's just a massive, massive chase for Carly. And of course, trying to make sure that all of the GRC get out of the building safely and not die. At one point, there's a scene where the Flag Smashers kidnap a bunch of... Well, a Flag Smasher kidnaps a bunch of the GRC, takes them out in a helicopter, and then Sam uses the rebuilt Red Wing. Yep, he's back. Yes. And we see him hack into the database of the GRC to see if any of the kidnapped GRC members on board this helicopter can fly a helicopter, which leads to something pretty cool. He taps into her phone, messages her on her phone saying, "Put in your earbuds," and then taps into those and says, "Okay, on 5, I'm going to knock this pilot out of this helicopter and you're going to take the controls. 5, 4, 3, 2. Flings the shield at the helicopter, knocks the guy clean out, and then this GRC member quickly rushes to the controls and saves the helicopter. Which I have to say was one of the coolest scenes of the whole episode. Oh my god. You're going to hear me gush about this episode quite a bit, because it was a good one. Then all of a sudden we cut back to New York. Well, actually, before that whole thing happens, this helicopter shoots down an NYPD helicopter, which is a bit of a shame for the NYPD officer. But then, so as I said, we cut back to the ground in New York, and then we hear, "Morgenthau!" And then who is it? John Walker. Yeah, he's still around, and in his Captain America suit, which he should not be using. So he pulls out his newly crafted shield, which I'll admit lasts longer than I was expecting. not gonna lie, it lasted a while. Fair dues, but it still fell apart. But, so we see him use that for a while, and we hear him say to Carly, it's time to get my revenge for killing John. No, for killing Lamar. And she says, I didn't want to kill him because he didn't matter. And then that kind of annoyed John ever so slightly. He went into a bit of a blind rage again, went a bit nuts for a while, chased her down for a bit, threw the shield a few times, which, again, surprisingly held up quite well, considering it was made of steel and not vibranium. So, okay, not bad. But then he loses her, gets knocked out by her as well. Well done. And then we cut ahead for a while. We see some more stuff happen with the NYPD and the GRC and the Flag Smashers trying to kidnap a few more. Oh, this episode was really hard to keep track of. Like, it made sense, but it was like, oh my god, what's happening? Where's everyone? What's going on? But again, that's why it was so good. Like, you really had to pay attention to it to keep track of what was going on. And then we see Sharon eventually corner Carly, at which point Batroc shows up as well again. And then they're in a bit of a Mexican standoff with one pointing their gun at the other. So Sharon was pointing her gun at Carly, Batroc was pointing his gun at Sharon, and I believe it was Carly pointing her gun at Batroc. So it was a bit of a weird one. And then and then Batroc got shot by, I think, both of them, and then Carly shot Sharon. And then Sam showed up, knocked her down for a little while, made sure that she didn't cause any more damage. Then Sharon shot Carly to get her own back. And unfortunately for Carly, Sharon's shot to her was fatal. Fatal. That's the word, yes. Yes, her shot was fatal, and it killed her pretty quick. But honestly, that's a bit of a rush through events, because that's pretty much all the big things that happened, except for one other thing. There was another time when a couple of NYPD vans carrying the GRC members to make sure they were safe got knocked off course and nearly went flying off a bunch of scaffolding, killing them all. At which point, John snaps back to reality, thinking, what am I doing? I need to save these people. And actually does try to save those people, which I was impressed to see. I thought, okay, John, good choice. Unfortunately, though, a bunch of Flag Smashers tried to attack him to get him to let go, and it works. Luckily for them, though, Sam shows up and is able to catch it while in the air, while having his thrusters on full power to make sure that he doesn't drop them, which would also not be good for them. And then, once it's all over, Sam has a bit of a go at the GRC, because while, don't get me wrong, Carly was doing some bad stuff, she didn't do it without reason. Because the whole point of the GRC's plan here was to forcefully relocate some people who were... Basically, the plan was to relocate everybody who wasn't affected by the snap. So everyone who didn't come back from the snap, who was already there, is getting forcefully relocated to another place. So the original owners of those houses can be moved back in, but while the others are homeless. So Sam laid into them quite a bit, and I thought, oh damn, this is the new Captain America. Nice. This is going to be fun. Because I thought, okay, Sam, good point. Like, you know, Carly wasn't doing this for no reason. Lay into them, dude. Like, give them what for, you know? Like, they were about to screw up, so tell them that. Good man. We also got a big reveal during the whole Carly, Batroc and Sharon scene. And I'm a big enough man to admit that when I'm wrong. Okay, I will put my hands up here. I was wrong. Sharon is the power broker. My bad. Yeah, so Sharon Carter is the power broker in the MCU. I was quite shocked because, as you guys know, I was very much not on board with that being the case. But I was wrong. Okay, my bad. we also saw at the end of the episode, a bunch of flag smashers got arrested, and then their van mysteriously got blown up by a mysterious old man who we don't know who it is. So that'll be interesting. Okay, post-recording Cameron here. Forgot to mention two very, 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 very important things in the end credit scenes. One, Sharon Carter has been officially allowed back into the US as an agent of, I don't know actually, an agent of some organisation, probably the US government. And John has officially got his US agent suit, which once again, much like Sam's, has been ripped from the comics. So it's black, white and red, and it looks awesome, and I love it. So yeah, that's everything that happened in the episode. Bye! But yeah, that is my overview of episode 6 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or as it said in the end credits, Captain America and the Winter Soldier, which I thought was amazing to see. So yeah, that's the whole show done. Woo! But boo at the same time because I've also screwed up ever so slightly. We are getting the Bad Batch on the 4th of May. I was correct there. But Loki, it turns out, isn't coming out till the 11th of June or July. I can't remember. It's either the 11th of June or July. One of the two. I'll let you guys know once I remember. So, again, my bad. We're not expecting that show for another month, but we got the Bad Batch for the meantime in a couple of weeks, which I will be doing a What We Know So Far video on very soon. And I will be doing predictions and overviews for each episode, of course, as I've been doing. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. So, as always, people, don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to mine and Roxanne's YouTube channels. Her link is in the link tree in the description. My sub button is down there. Yep, that big red one. Unless you've already subscribed. That's great. Thanks for that, by the way. Don't forget to comment as well, because why not? And just let me know what you thought of this episode. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Stereo. Those links are also in the link tree in the description, along with Roxanne's blog. And lastly, of course, don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Goodbye.